There are always two ways to see the world. Some people only see what they want, others only see what is stopping them from getting what they want. Let me tell you a story. Two lumberjacks started chopping wood every morning at the same time. They both worked hard. They both stopped in the evening at the same time. But here's the difference. Every day, one of the lumberjacks disappeared for 1 hour in the middle of the day. And every single day, that same lumberjack chopped more wood than the one who worked all day without rest. This went on for months. Finally, the man who worked non-stop asked, "I don't understand. We start together, we stop together. You disappear for 1 hour every day. And still, you chop more wood than me. Where do you go?" The other lumberjack looked at him and replied with a smile, "I go home to sharpen my axe. That's the secret. Life is not about how much you do in one day, it's about how much you achieve in your lifetime. If you never sharpen your axe, if you never rest, learn, and grow, your hard work loses its power. Take vacations. Disconnect from your phone, from your emails. Take time to sharpen your mind, your body, your spirit. That's how you go far. Now let me share 5 simple rules that can guide your life. Rule 1. Go after what you want. A friend and I once went for a run in Central Park. At the finish line, there were free bagels on the table, but there was also a long line of people waiting. I said, "Let's get a bagel." My friend looked at the line and said, "Nah, the line's too long." I kept saying, "Free bagel." But he only saw the line. That's when I realized there are 2 types of people. One sees the bagel, the other sees the line. I walked up, reached between 2 people, grabbed 2 bagels, and no one complained. The lesson: you don't have to wait like everyone else. You don't have to follow the crowd. You can go after what you want as long as you stop others from getting what they want. Rule 2. Take care of each other. The US Navy SEALs are the toughest warriors in the world. Someone once asked a Navy SEAL what kind of person makes it through training. He said, "I can't tell you who makes it, but I can tell you who doesn't. The big muscular guys who want to prove how strong they are, they don't make it. The so-called leaders who boss others around but never help, they don't make it. The star athletes who never truly struggled in life, they don't make it. But who does make it? The skinny ones, the scared ones, the ones shaking with fear, sometimes they make it. Because when they are exhausted, when they have nothing left to give, they still find the strength to reach over and help the person next to them. True strength is not about how tough you are, it's about how well you take care of others. In this world, we cannot succeed alone. Learn to ask for help, learn to accept help, and most importantly, learn to give help. When you admit you're stuck, when you admit you're scared, you'll be surprised. People who love you will rush to stand by your side, but that only happens if you also take care of them first. Rule 3. Be the last to speak. Nelson Mandela is respected all over the world as a great leader. Someone once asked him, "How did you learn to lead?" He said he learned it from his father, who was a tribal chief. When his father met with other leaders, Mandela noticed 2 things. They always sat in a circle. His father was always the last to speak. Most leaders walk into a room and say, "Here's the problem, here's my opinion, but tell me what you think." That's too late. Their words already shape the discussion. The real skill of leadership is to listen first, speak last. It makes people feel heard. It gives you the chance to learn what others really think before you decide. So next time, practice being silent. Don't nod if you agree. Don't shake your head if you disagree. Just listen. Ask questions. Understand their point of view. Then, when everyone has spoken, give your opinion. Great leaders are not the ones who talk the most. They are the ones who listen the most. Rule 4. Work smarter, not just harder. In the 18th century, there was a terrible problem in Europe and America. Women were dying within 48 hours of giving birth. In some hospitals, nearly 70% of mothers died. Doctors studied the bodies, searched for answers, and worked harder and harder. But the deaths continued. It wasn't until Dr. Oliver Wendell Holmes made a shocking discovery. The doctors themselves were the problem. Every morning they did autopsies, and in the afternoon they delivered babies without washing their hands. For 30 years, nobody believed him. They laughed at him, until finally hand washing became common practice, and countless lives were saved. The lesson: sometimes the answer is simple. It's not always about working harder, it's about working smarter. So remember these lessons. Sharpen your axe, improve yourself every day. Go after what you want, don't just see the obstacles. Take care of each other. Real strength is helping others. Be the last to speak. True leaders listen first, and always look for smarter ways, not just harder ways.